style.
Oh my god.
Guys, I can't see anything inside the building.
Just ragdoll.
Yeah. If not, try and leave and try and get back in.
I'll just follow you.
Try and make your way out.
stuff.
Okay,
Guys,
a
get coffee.
ragdoll, still nothing happened.
Oh, well done.
Alright then.
Trooper, get off the table.
Fine.
I am under the table.
It is not
Free supervisor.
Why the fuck is there? You ain't a supervisor. Hello?
I'm hosting the briefing as appointed by admin. So,
Appointed by admin.
yeah, it's your friend if you want to know who it is. And I have 3 people
There
to
isn't-
verify that.
Yeah.
And reading the rules, there isn't a rule that says only supervisors can host briefing.
I mean, you got to think about it though. He got a server announcement for it. Yeah, I mean, he got a server announcement for it, so he obviously has permission from staff to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, there's no issue with it if supervisors weren't gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean,
What's
we
the
weren't
issue?
gonna hold it because there's no point to. But I mean, remember, this isn't mandatory. So I mean, if you want to leave, you can leave.
Can I get uncuffed?
Hey, I don't want to interrupt anything. Just can we not make this a Baltimore meeting, please? Please.
Thank you. Thank you for interrupting me.
Cuffed an officer.
Okay, I'm gonna just touch on 2 things, and then that's it. Unless the supervisors have something to say on after it, or if you guys want to talk first, you guys can go ahead.
Uncuff me.
Make it a Baltimore meeting if he wants. If you want to leave, you can leave. All right, I'm making that known. He can make it however long he wants, but if you want to leave, you are free to leave. It's not mandatory. So don't complain about how long the meeting is. You can leave if you want. All right, you continue.
All right, thank you. Supervisors, do you
Are we
guys
on
have
the
anything to
second
say? I'll give you guys the floor first before I go.
I don't really have anything, to be honest.
Oh, good God, where am I going?
43, you got anything to say? Okay, guess not. All right, so RTO, guys, give whoever is talking in RTO the time. 5 seconds, please. Went on 1080s. All traffic stops except the emergency traffic. The only people that should be talking during the Signal 100 are Air 1, if they're up, the primary and secondary of that pursuit. And that's it. Everybody understand that? Is there any questions on that?
Understood. I have a question.
Go ahead,
On
shoot.
the background today. What if we request to overtake?
If you obviously if you overtake, that's obvious. But I'm saying like traffic stops are not supposed to be aired, stuff like that. If it has to deal with a pursuit, then yes. Overtake, shots fired, permission to pit, stuff like that. Yes. The common sense. Make sense?
Yeah.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have a question?
Your friend
Yes.
wants to say something.
Go ahead.
I think your friend has to say something.
Okay, guys, so I've heard from people that people have been singing on radio. People have been talking some random stuff on radio. Do not do that. If you want to sing, go into your bathroom or in your room and then sing. Do not sing on radio. We do not tolerate this on radio. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't want to hear anyone singing on radio or talking anything random stuff on radio about life or anything random stuff. Do not do that on RTO. If you want to do that, go ahead and use in-game chat and talk with your friend in-game, not on radio. Radio is not a place where you talk to people and tell your lifetime story about something random which people don't want to hear. People are here to hear the calls from people, for example 1080 or maybe domestic violence and stuff like that, not about singing a Barbie doll song or anything like that. So don't do that next time. That's all. You guys can continue.
Civilians, please, I'm begging you, please, for the love of God, do not run from the police every time. Some officers would like a simple traffic stop every now and then. Me, I would love traffic stops. Traffic stops are my favorite.
Can I add some of your slang? when you're
Yeah,
done.
go ahead. Absolutely. No, go ahead.
Put this here as a civs. Yeah, I'm not trying to call anything. Can we just make RPs creative? That's one thing. I don't want to see a bank robbery left and right. And if you have a warrant, then you know what? That's probable cause to run. But if you don't have a warrant, you shouldn't really be running from the police. I mean, if you're on a sports bike doing 120 and they try to pull you over, obviously you're not going to stop. Maybe you will, but just don't try to run from the cops 24/7. Just spice something up.
Yeah, please, if you're doing a traffic stop and you're just sitting there, just buying times for the cooldown to go down and then take off running, I'm not gonna chase after you. I'm not.
Yep.
I'm not even gonna call it in. And then in a 1080 cops, if you're in a Tahoe in a truck and we're chasing a sports car, move out of the way and let the Chargers and the heat units pass. We've been chasing a sports car and you'd have a Chevy truck and a Tahoe in front of you and you can't pass and they won't let you.
Look, actually, add on to that, Diesel. If you're a donator and you have a fast vehicle, it doesn't immediately make you a primary unit. You can wait
Yes.
a little bit. I mean, when it comes to like a Tele GTO, we all hate those. So if you want to stop it, let a heat unit go. That's one thing. But
Or we just don't chase it.
I'm so sorry for interrupting you guys. I'm so sorry for interrupting you guys, but this briefing isn't mandatory, but it is still professional. So, LSPD officer, please drop the bear.
Good call.
That's
out.
all.
Connected.
And yes,
I'm not even mad about that.
User
Good job.
entered
yeah,
your
just keep
channel.
on, like, please make some creative scenes. Please don't be like, oh, cooldown's down, let's go rob this huge bank and shoot up every cop in the city. Let's not do that.
Guys, we don't
Because
find
we
that
don't respond to
fun at
that.
all.
We're not. Yes, we do not have to respond to those calls. Just letting you know. If we know that y'all are just gonna shoot up cops, we ain't got to call it in. And if you run from me and it's for a stupid reason, I'm not even gonna call on the radio. I'm gonna let you just go and get in trouble. I'm not putting up with it anymore. Just not.
That goes the same for me as well. It's been 6 days. I took 5 days off from the server because it was getting bad. Came back and it's not getting any better. Cops, LEOs, you guys are still driving. It's horrendous. It's absolutely horrendous. The last 4 days I've pulled over how many cops, Diesel? 5, 6, maybe even 7?
No, you pulled over more than that because I was riding with you. You pulled over 5 in one session.
Five
Yeah, I'm
in
gonna add
one
something
session.
after this, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead, Wimothy. Sure.
So let me put this out here. If you're not clearing your intersections and you get T-boned by, I don't care if it's AI or player and you don't RP it, that's straight up fail RP. You did not take the time to clear your intersections and just flying through that straight up reckless driving, okay? You're putting everybody else in danger. If it's a red light, clear the intersection. It's simple as that. And if you crash, that's your fault.
And
Does
says if you're
everybody
cop
know what
baiting,
Hold on, Diesel. Does everybody know what he means by clearing an intersection? Not being a
Yes, sir.
jackass,
Yes,
not
sir.
trying to be rude.
Yeah, stop.
Yes.
Basically not being AMR.
Yeah, just
Exactly.
you don't have to completely stop. Just slow down.
Yield. That's all that means is yield. Yield to the red light.
Change
proceed
your
Yeah.
what you call it?
Change your siren.
Change your siren. Flip to the siren. Give an air horn blip or two. Just make sure you clear the intersection.
and please in a pursuit, have a car link between everybody and civs. If you're
Yes.
cop baiting, I'm not even gonna budge. I'm gonna write your ID down and then just give it to a staff member after session.
Yep. Guys, I record throughout.
I do record also.
The whole time I'm in RP.
Well, once I set up my OBS, but
That mine's already set up. So keep that in mind. Don't try to play goody-goody if you see a red tag come around, and then once it's gone, don't change. We say this every briefing.
Can I say something?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You don't need to ask me. Go ahead.
Also, civs. People, if you're playing as a civ, please don't be in RTO. If we find out that you are in RTO, you're getting warning, kick, depending on your record. Don't do that. And
If you have what, sorry?
I'm
if you are
confused.
playing
Yeah,
as
can
a
you say that one more
civilian,
time?
if you are
Okay.
civilian, don't be in an RTO. For
Do not
example,
be in the police radio is what she's saying.
So basically,
yeah.
don't be in radios 1 to 5.
yep. If you want to use a radio channel like 78, you can use that. 69, 70, 80,
6
99.
above.
radio channels 1 through 10 are police radios.
There you go. So from 11
And-
to 100, have at it.
all right,
Sip,
whoever's
is that-
put 69 in chat, please be mature about it. And
Can I ask
also,
something?
if there's a shooting in the middle, if there's shooting and if there's like literally a police shooting or a bank robbery, civs don't be like, oh, they're shooting over here. Let's go drive to the scene and like do hydraulics to the scene. No, I'm gonna write down your ID and report you. If there's a shooting and have the roads blocked off, do not go around the roadblock and just cop bait, because you're gonna get pulled over and you're gonna get reported. Don't even do it, because that's the thing that aggravates all of us cops. Is when we have a roadblock and then y'all go around it and be like, "Oh, I didn't know this was going on." There's literally a shooting down the street. Don't do it. Because we're at that point where we don't play anymore.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
This is just for the civs and 1011s. Can we stop requesting supervisors for every little problem the cop makes? Can we just make them a good 1011?
Yes, because these supervisors cannot be at every single supervisor call.
Look.
They have literally millions of them. They cannot be at every single one.
Okay.
Please give them time. They want an RP2. They don't want to deal with all these other scenes.
Because I'll be trying to give someone I'll just be trying to give someone a ticket, and they'll I want your supervisor because you're harassing me. It's I don't.
Seriously.
I'm not harassing. It just
Yeah,
annoys me.
the calling out of a supervisor just by the call sign or name needs to stop, please. They want to try and RP, and the
Because
favoritism.
people
I
don't even
understand.
see
If you like somebody, you can like them, but they also want to probably RP and do traffic stops and not have to deal with everyone's problems. So please just say you want a supervisor. If you get one that you don't like, just deal with it, please.
Okay, can I ask something?
Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. So, another thing I want to put in here. If someone calls a supervisor for something really small, they don't have the right to a supervisor. That's a privilege. Okay. If someone's getting arrested and they want a supervisor, maybe. But if it's if someone thinks you're doing something bad, then yeah. But it's just no. For little things, we don't need to be there 24/7. You can have
Half the time y'all call us, I fucking laugh it off anyway. So just remember that.
Yeah, we don't even. They literally don't even have to respond. They don't have to respond, and we don't even. And us officers, we don't even have to request them. And the only time we need to request them is when we feel like that they will make the situation a little bit calmer. We don't have to call them at all. Well, he just lagged out.
There he goes.
By the way, the supervisor's probably not gonna. Sorry, the supervisor's gonna probably say the exact same thing we're saying. It's just you're hearing it from someone else.
Sorry, can I say something?
Yeah, same. Can I say something?
What the fuck? I just had a woman inside me.
Oh God.
Okay, either way, whoever records with OBS Studio, please contact me after this briefing. I need to know something.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna say one thing: is if you have a problem with a supervisor and they're being rude to you or something, please open up a report ticket or feedback ticket, and if you have evidence, please put it in there. You do not. You need to report us if there's a problem instead of keeping it in. We get talked to about it, so don't think that nothing happens. We get talked to, and we need to learn as well. So don't think that we just get power. If you have a problem with us, report it.
Yeah, I would also like to say something. Look, civilians and officers, I've seen many times people are they're gonna arrest someone, but as soon as they either see a supervisor or admin tag, they just go all nice and take the cuffs off and let them go. Don't have that. Even if they're an admin or supervisor, they should still be treated the same as a civilian or anybody else. They shouldn't be treated differently just because of their tag.
Yes, and FRP needs to stop. You know how many reports that these admins and all the report tickets fill out? There should be 0, and I'm guaranteed there is just reports after report after report.
Guys, please.
I mean, you're just mature up and RP. If you're gonna play around, get out. Go do it somewhere else. This is the RP server. Go to GT Online. If not, there's a button that says disconnect. Just get out of the server if you're gonna do that.
All right, hold up real quick. Yeah, I don't know. I feel some of you have questions, and that's fine. We're gonna leave them at the end of the meeting or the briefing, or the fuck you want to call this thing. If you have something to say, you can say it in OOC real quick that you have something to say, and I'll pick you one by one to go down the list. All right.
Can I just add something to the staff things?
Go ahead.
All right. I am getting tired of people. I've seen this a lot. That people just jail people just because they're annoying and ruining your scene. There is 3 commands that you can do. It's /calladmin, /report, and /support. I'll type him in chat. Just to clarify.
All right, cool. Who's next?
Right. Okay. Something really quickly on the Civ front here, because whilst this whole meeting's been about this is what Civ shouldn't be doing and all that crap, I get that. But the issue is I've been trying to roleplay as a Civ for a while, but if you cops don't want to take it on or you don't want to take part in it, it just makes the civs then not want to actually do the creative stuff because time and time again, have I been putting my heart and soul into the roleplay scene, okay? Doing these accents, doing everything, thinking about the story for an hour beforehand, and a cop pulls up, and what they do is they're like, oh, okay, that's okay, I'm going to arrest you and take you down, not even search you, not do anything. So whilst the civilians in this place by far are not very good, I'm not going to lie to you. At least if you see someone trying, can you at least just take that on and try and roleplay back with them? Some cops do. Some cops do a great job, but it's draining to then try and be a civ and be told, oh, civs are crap. But believe me, I'm trying, and cops just do not take it on.
Yeah, that was like I seen yesterday.
Remember, in the rules, it states that you do not need to RP with someone. So if there's a constant priorities, you don't need to go to the priority. You can go and do regular traffic stops, like a regular officer. You don't need to go. Because then if every cop goes to that priority, then you're giving the attention that that person wants, and boom, they're going to keep doing it.
Oh, that's another thing, actually, now that he brought that up. When there's a fucking priority, it doesn't mean 20 to 30 cops need to go to that priority. That just means that right now, that's the biggest issue. So we should at least have about maybe 5 or 6 cops on that right now. Yeah, it does kind of stop the radio traffic. But I mean, if you're just doing a simple traffic stop, you really don't need the radio. Just do your traffic stop. That's it. It ain't that big of a deal. You can still do whatever the hell you want. You don't have to go to the priority. Just have fun. Goddamn.
Yeah, if you're gonna be, if I hear there's a bank robbery or anything like that, and I hear one cop is down, I'm not responding because I know that we're just gonna get mowed down. I'm just gonna do my little traffic stops, and if I hear that there's one officer down at a bank robbery, I'm not coming. I'm not finna RP with you.
All right, Daniel, go ahead.
Just to add on to that priority thing, specifically silent alarms. Silent alarms do not mean confirmation on a robbery. It means some sort of suspicious movement has happened in a bank or a store, and it's a possible robbery. It does not need 7 million units to respond code 3 to it. Maybe 1, 2, 3 units responding code 2 to it.
Not even
Yeah,
code 2, code 1.
I want to put that in there because you finished talking. Go.
Like, if there's a silent alarm, 1, 2 units respond, make contact to the subject, to the shop owner, to the bank manager. That's how the RP would go. You wouldn't have 15 units responding code 3 because, 1, if it is an active robbery, you're going to put every single person inside that bank at risk if you're going to respond code 3. 9 times out of 10, someone's just accidentally pressed the button, as in real life. Like, if a silent alarm goes off real life, might not even be for a real thing. You just got to go and make contact, make sure everything's okay. Like, it doesn't need 15 units code 3. Just 1 unit code 1 to make contact, then they can call back up if needed.
And if I could add one thing to that, if you're like actually robbing the bank, maybe don't immediately shoot a cop that walks up in the face because like you're not gonna do that. You don't want to go to prison for that. Like,
Or
try and
immediately drive
negotiate.
away. Like, we're up
Again,
about-
this
I like
isn't
negotiating.
this isn't mandatory. If you guys are getting bored of this already, you guys can leave.
Can I say something about that? Like with robberies, the first officer there, don't act like you're Superman and walk in, because that's when most of the time someone does get shot, is when y'all think you're Superman and run in, and you're just going to get shot there, and then now that whoever responds has to deal with you too. Because I've seen that happen so many times as law enforcement and being a civ doing a robbery. The first officer rolls up, runs in, and doesn't do anything, and then gets shot.
Oh yeah, I would like to add to that. Well, it's similar to that. If an officer is down on the scene and you roll up, prioritize the officer. Don't prioritize the suspect. Don't go after the suspect. Treat the officer that is down so they actually have a chance of life.
Yes,
That
and Civs, please
suspect-
don't hog the priorities.
Yeah. That suspect could have a warrant out within literally 2 seconds of the officer being down. Prioritize the officer. Do not run for the suspect immediately.
Yeah, Civs don't hog the priorities. Like, don't let have a share of it. Don't keep on having the same. Please don't the same civ have like 5 priorities in a row. And just let cooldown go down for a couple seconds and let inactive go for at least 5 minutes. Don't rob a bank as soon as cooldown drops, or shoot a cop as soon as cooldown drops.
All right, seems like this is wrapping up. Anybody else have anything to say from that side, not this side?
I have something to say.
All right, go for it.
Going back to vehicles and all that, every time like I see either a cop hit another cop or person hits cop, they say desync, right? I'm tired of hearing desync. Like, it may be desync, but like if I have damage on my screen on my car, I would like to roleplay that out.
I mean, to be honest though, if the person's saying it's desync, then that's their initiation to say they don't want to RP that.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
the
you
server
can't
has
force
quite a
them.
bit of desync. Yeah.
Like I'm British and I will ram every single motherfucker I'm in a traffic a 1080 with because desync.
Server's ass, we get it.
Yeah.
I
I
would
mean
like
that's
to
why
say-
if I'm primary, you better hold the fuck back because I go back and forward. Go on, your friend.
One last thing, guys. If you're playing as a Civ, I'm not saying that you can't be on TeamSpeak. You can join TeamSpeak. You can also join the channel like any other channel other than the radio, which is used by cops. That's all I'm saying. You can use other channels. You can use AOG Discord too, by the way. So yeah, that's all.
To add to that, there are some supervisors that know a command to do to monitor who's in what channel for TeamSpeak. So if I've seen a number of civilians inside the police radio, there will be screenshots and you will get reported, making that very clear. I'm also going to add as well, please don't message supervisors to spawn Air 1. We do not have the capability and it gets very annoying. I
Yeah.
get 3 text messages every restart saying, "Can you spawn me Air 1?" No, I
Or-
can't.
That's a big
and
one.
If I did have the privilege to do it, I certainly wouldn't spawn it.
That was a big thing. We're not fucking staff, bro. None of us are staff. We're just supervisors. We get a
green
little bit
role
more
you
privilege, and that's about it. Even
The green
it's
roll you
not.
see is RP. This means nothing. It's an RP thing.
We are literally
That's
you
all
guys.
it is.
It's just a little bit more power in RP scenarios. That is it.
We're
These
here to
dudes with the
enhance
red
RP,
names and the fucking purple moderator bullshit. They're the one you go to for Air 1 and shit.
Basically, all we have is cars. Look at it that way. And a little bit of power of RP scenes. That's it.
You have cars and you have power over. Oh, you have cars and you have the power over the cops.
Power over RP.
Yeah, power in RP.
We're not like these fuckers. With look at this. Look at this. He's a child.
If you really want to, you can ignore what we say. You don't have to RP with what we're saying. Like, we're here to enhance RP.
But if you don't listen to us, and then it leads into some
Yeah,
bad
if you go and
stuff,
do some dumb shit after
then
we've told you not to do the dumb shit, then yeah.
Then that's on.
All right. Well, let's see. I mean, unless anybody else has anything to add, I think that might be the end of it.
Can I say something like coming from a civ to law enforcement?
Go
Don't
ahead.
follow a single person that, like, if you're bored and stuff, don't follow a single person waiting for them to do something stupid to get a traffic stop. That's happened to me before. Like, I was just driving, then I saw some dude following me, and it's like, oh, that's a cop car. And I followed the laws, and then I got pulled over like 5 minutes later for doing like the stupidest thing. Like, it glitched where I went through a stop sign. And then I got pulled over and got a ticket for invalid. But on my screen, I was 100% fine. You followed me for like 3 blocks. Can we just, if you see someone, let them do their thing. If you see them again, do something. Give them a ticket at that point. If you see them do something, just don't follow people. Because that's annoying. Or if I'm trying to go somewhere to set up a scene and I'm being followed by law enforcement, I can't really do a scene for you guys that isn't really that big. Like priority status, I don't. Any scene when I'm a civ, I don't do priority scenes unless it's, oh, I have a group of friends or something that want to do something big. Then I don't, and I just get pulled over, and it's just law enforcement. Please just chill with following people. I see it all the time.
Actually, to be honest, though, that If they're doing that and they're doing it a bit too much for you, you can always go to the staff for that. That is a
Alright.
staff issue more than it is a regular RP thing. That's just harassment at that point, yeah.
Who's staff?
What happened?
Small.
I'm not afraid to kick a little kid.
I swear to God, I'll shoot it.
I'll
All
make you
right.
do it.
I think
No,
that's
that
about
little
it
kid
for
will
this.
kick you.
I don't think
got
there's
that
anything
messed up.
else to add unless anybody does. If not, I think this is over.
I got a dog.
What do you
All
want,
right.
fatty?
All right. Well, salute to the kid, and then you guys can fuck off.
You need something,
little man?
I got a dog.
Wait,
It's okay.
wait, officer,
Nicky.
can you help me find my
Yeah,
dog?
I'm leaving. I don't
Like,
want
if I
anything to do
can't
with this.
murder
Little
my child,
me
let
too.
No,
me-
but I have a dog.
Sorry, I got hookers to arrest.
His
Oh,
name is Michael
Jesus.
I got
Jojo.
Timothy to
Hey,
harass.
Nikki, can I talk to you after?
I'm dying.
I want to go.
Timothy. Timothy.
Jordan on accident. Who wants to talk to me?
My
Me.
ears are dead.
Oh, you. Yeah,
Why
sure,
you
go
don't wanna
ahead.
talk to me?
Yeah, why not to Wolf of Hess or Sas or whatever the fuck it is?
How the fuck did you even say your name in the first place?
That doesn't matter. The problem is if you have to deal with it, then you probably fucked up. But sure, go ahead.
No, I could deal with all the staff members. No, it's just I have a question on your personal vehicle.
No,
Yeah, I'm not giving that out at the moment. If
No,
that's the
I was
question.
I was gonna see in like next couple of RPs if I'm still here, would I be able to use it with your permission?
Well, the problem is I have to trust you with it, and then it stays on you till I reset the perm. So.
Oh, okay.
And I'm currently that vehicle is a bit unbalanced, so I only give it to a couple of supervisors, and that's it.
Yeah, no, that's why I wanted to ask you because I like seeing it around because it's fun to like. I can fly Air One perfectly fine. I literally been trusted with Air One like what 4 or 5 times now, and I haven't crashed it once.
For 7 times now, Robert.
Yeah, but how many times have you
I'm gonna go
crashed it?
jump out the roof.
My game crashed. All right. That's
Yeah,
not me
still.
doing it.
Mm-hmm.